Today we're making brown butter cupcakes with chocolate frosting, a recipe by Jenna Bernard. First, we want to make our brown butter by cutting our butter into small pieces and getting it into a skillet over medium heat. From here, we're going to watch the butter melt. It'll bubble, and then it will foam. It takes about 10 minutes for it to gradually turn brown. And from here, you'll want to just let it cool, turn off your stove, and set it aside. Now let's prepare our cupcakes. Turn your oven to 350 degrees. Get your muffin tin pan and get some liners in, about a dozen of the cups. Next, we are going to get a large bowl and we are going to whisk together some ingredients. 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 1 cup granulated sugar. Level off your sugar, get it into your bowl, and then we're going to get a whisk and mix our ingredients together. In another bowl, we're going to mix together 2 large eggs, we have some vanilla extract, so we're going to measure 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. In this bowl, we're going to add our cooled brown butter and 2 tablespoons vegetable or canola oil. From here, we're going to add a 1/2 cup milk. And whisk everything together. So in one bowl, we're going to have our wet ingredients, and one bowl, we're going to have our dry ingredients. I like to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer to mix everything together. The next step is to pour half of the wet ingredients into your dry ingredients, and we're going to combine. Once it's almost combined, we're going to add the remaining of the wet ingredients in there and give it a whisk. You can get your hand mixer, or if you're using a stand mixer, and really get your ingredients all mixed together. From here, we're going to fill our cupcake tins about halfway. You might have a little bit of batter left over, maybe enough to make 1 extra cupcake if you like. And from here, we're going to bake our cupcakes for about 15 to 17 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. Let's make our chocolate frosting. First, we're going to need 1 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature. Let's put this in a bowl that's big enough to use a mixer, or if you have a KitchenAid mixer, put this in your stand mixer bowl. From here, we're going to measure 1/3 cup of creamy sun butter. Now, sun butter is just any kind of nut or seed butter that you have on hand. Peanut butter, sunflower butter, you could even use tahini, almond butter, whatever you have at home. Once we measure these ingredients together, we're going to mix them until smooth with our electric mixer. Now we're going to mix in 1 cup powdered sugar at a time, and this will allow us to get that butter mixture and the sugar combined without it being too clumpy or it being too hard to mix. Now it's going to be time to pipe our frosting onto our cupcakes. So have a piping bag fit with a tip and flip the edge the opposite way and put it in a cup. From there, fill it with your frosting and squeeze from the bottom or the back of the bag so it doesn't squeeze out the back while you're piping your cupcakes. And depending on which tip you use, you can make all sorts of super fun designs. Here Everett's just doing some circles with a star tip, but you can make them with dots. You can get super creative, you can add sprinkles, whatever you'd like to do. Join us at colemanskitchen.weebly.com for recipes like these and more.